Best practices, also known as good practices, are defined by the Pan American Health Organization as the initiatives, interventions, solutions, methodologies, or procedures undertaken during the implementation of activities and projects at the regional, sub-regional, and local levels that have yielded results that could be replicated and/or adapted in different contexts and by different countries, territories, or organizations. PAHO hopes that by systematically documenting, evaluating, and disseminating best practices, it will encourage the engagement of the organization, its member states, and stakeholders in the region of the Americas in the exchange of knowledge, so that local authorities, decision makers, public health professionals, external partners, donors, and communities can learn from best practices. What are PAHO's objectives with best practices? To foster PAHO's institutional knowledge based on its best practices and linked with its mandates, strategic plans, and technical cooperation model. To establish an institutional guideline and standard procedures to systematize ongoing and future best practices. To support member states and stakeholders with methods to systematize and share knowledge and innovations by contributing to the achievement of international frameworks. To contribute to the achievement of the Sustainable Development Goals. PAHO has established 8 attributes to systematize a best practice: effectiveness, cost-effectiveness, efficiency, sustainability, replicability, adaptability, innovation, participation, and a focus on PAHO's cross-cutting themes: equity, gender, ethnicity, and human rights. PAHO's best practices methodology establishes a standardized process to document, evaluate, and disseminate a best practice. Further, guidelines are established to systematize and share calls for submissions of best practices, and interviews with authorities and experts to capture lessons learned. The documentation process covers the 8 attributes needed for the evaluation of a best practice, which consists of basic screening and a technical assessment according to specific criteria in PAHO's policies and procedures. The Best Practices Portal is a knowledge exchange platform for PAHO, its member states, and stakeholders to document and disseminate best practices. It contains an integrated workflow from the submission to evaluation of a proposed best practice. It also includes a searchable interface to allow users to find best practices that have been evaluated and approved. PAHO's intention is not to validate or guarantee the success of an experience, initiative, or lesson learned, but to systematically document, evaluate, and disseminate best practices following a validated methodology. For more information on best practices, visit our website. Until then, thanks for watching.